This is Seele, one of my favorite characters since the launch of Honkai Star Rail, and recently she received brand new Nova Flare buffs. That got me thinking, can you actually 3-star Memory of Chaos using only quantum characters? Today, that's exactly what we're about to find out. To beat this challenge, I put together 2 quantum only teams to challenge Memory of Chaos 12. On the first side, I would be using Seele, and for the second side, it would be Archer. With the teams locked in, it was time for our first attempt. And going into this challenge, I was actually pretty confident, but it didn't take too long for problems to start showing up. What's our damage looking like? Oh, that is not good. Oh no, that is not good. Did not realize that our damage without Sparkle would just kind of go down the gutter. Such a cool big pill. Okay, can we please kill the heart? Oh my gosh, we still didn't trigger. Oh no, my damage. Oh wait, we got it. Okay, wait, this might not be as cooked. Wait, Lynx, can you kill? Oh my gosh, Lynx killed! Advance for a Tribi above Nikador in case we don't break this war armor fast enough. So do that. Oh nice, Seele skill. Yes, we love that. Finally we have a Seele skill. Yes, go Seele, yes. Kill, yes. Let's go. Can we kill, please? No! Wait, yes, we killed. Wait, please, save me! Lynx, I need you to save me. Yippee, we did it. Okay, that was like incredibly scuffed. The Seele side ended up taking around 4 cycles to clear, which meant Archer only had 6 cycles left to finish his half. At first, this didn't sound too bad, but there was a huge problem. Fu Xuan was struggling to keep up with all the incoming damage, and in one of my runs, Aha decided to kill Fu Xuan. My Fu Xuan! That just killed me. Aha just killed me! After a few failed attempts, it was clear the teams needed some adjustments. So I moved Fu Xuan and Sparkle over to Seele's side and built a completely different team for the second half, using Castorice alongside Tribi, Lynx, and Cypher. This created another problem though. Lynx wasn't healing enough now. And after multiple attempts on side 2, Lynx's healing just wasn't cutting it. But then I realized something a little bit embarrassing. My Lynx wasn't fully built. So for the next 20 minutes, I dumped all of my Trailblaze power into upgrading her for this challenge, taking her from this to this. And with that out of the way, I was confident these teams could get the job done. Well, with a few interesting strategies. You see, Lynx wasn't going to be the only one keeping the team alive. Castorice would be helping too. Something I completely overlooked at first was Netherwing's backup mechanic. While Netherwing is on the field, allies cannot be reduced below 1 HP. Instead, Netherwing will consume their own HP at 500% of the original value until they disappear. And with this in mind, that completely changed how I approached this fight. Originally, I was summoning Netherwing and immediately blowing them up for more damage. But now, I want to keep Netherwing on the field for as long as possible and use them as an extra layer of survivability. With a properly built Lynx and a new game plan in mind, it was finally time to challenge Memory of Chaos 12 once again. And right away, Seele locked in. The extra damage from her new buffs and utilizing Sparkle was making a noticeable difference here, allowing her to tear through the first wave much faster than before. Oh, okay. There we go. I guess we could just technically kill. Let's see. Okay, we did need the ult. It's fine. No, 1%! Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh gosh, the damage. Okay, let's do this. All right, we killed there. Skill. Oh my gosh, the skill didn't kill. It was right there. No! Stay away from me! Not everything was perfect throughout the run, but despite that, Seele managed to clear her side in just 3 cycles. And that was huge. Compared to our earlier attempts, we now have an extra cycle to work with, and that leaves the Castorice team with 7 cycles to clear the second half. And this sounds more than reasonable, but there are still 2 major questions. Could this team survive long enough, and could it deal enough damage within those 7 cycles? There's only one way to find out. My Tribi! My Tribi! Oh gosh, I need the healing from Netherwing here. Okay, we got the healing. We're about to die. Literally about to die. Oh, my Lynx. Please don't do it. Please. I'm so scared right now. Johnny Bravo does not like Lynx. Yeah. Oh, no. We need Netherwing to actually sustain us at this point. Netherwing, you can do this. Our damage is nothing. This is so bad. The right guy is the main issue, yeah. Netherwing's gonna blow up here. Uh-oh. Netherwing's like, I gotta go. Goodbye. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try Cypher, maybe. Let's see. Please kill Johnny Bravo. Please. Oh, no. Okay, wait, we can live. We can live! Yes. Okay. Oh, crap. Okay, yes! Yes! DDD! No, he went back up! My Lynx! Oh my gosh, but Lynx is gonna get hit the moment we go into the next cycle, though. Okay, let's just see what happens. Let's see. Oh gosh, Kafka, please don't do this. Oh wait, that works, that works, that works. Yes, that actually works. Wait. Maybe there's hope after all. How many cycles? We have like 5 cycles, right? To do this? No. Hit the Castorice. No, not the Lynx. Hit the Castorice, please. Please don't do this. Please don't do this. Okay, wait, they're actually not hitting that hard. Maybe we're fine. Okay, so do this. Okay. Let's just swipe. Netherwing will help us with the HP. Honestly, I think it's possible because the turbulence is gonna be helping us too. I think we have this. Okay, we have to basic here. Oh gosh, this horse. Horse, please. Okay. Okay, Lynx, the Lynx pill? We got a good chunk of HP back. Wait, Lynx is locking in. And now we have full dragon breath, basically. Okay, we're gonna swipe. Okay, and the horses are broken, so now we don't have to deal with them for a little bit. Okay, advance everyone forward. We have to blow up here, which isn't too good, but I think it's okay. Okay, we got back HP. Uh-oh. No, please not my Tribby. Oh gosh, horses, please be kind to me. Okay, thank you, horses. Oh. Okay, no, I don't want that. Yes. Please. Oh my gosh. So now we have Netherwing, and Netherwing is gonna keep us alive. Netherwing is gonna keep us alive. Okay, we could do this. I think this is actually the run. We have a couple cycles left. The horses are getting low. Kafka's getting low. I think we could do this. Oh my gosh, no, my Tribby. I wanted another Lynx skill, but we don't have the skill points. It's okay. We have the pill. Actually, Netherwing will keep us alive, so like, it's fine. We'll stay alive. I'm not too worried about us dying, thankfully. Now these horses are gonna charge up again. I'm hoping we could do a nice chunk to them here. I really want... Oh, shoot. Okay. Swipe. Turbulence. Okay. Okay. We got this. 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 Can Cypher actually kill here? Wait, okay. Let's blow up Netherwing first and then Cypher. And see if that's enough. Okay. Yes! Okay, we had Lynx lock in. We could have definitely done it sooner, but there we go. We did it. We got the 3-star. Oh, that's so cool. Wait, let me see. Win 10 battles with a team that has 4 quantum characters. Let's go. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. I did not think in 2026 I would be building Lynx a bit more. And with that, we cleared Memory of Chaos with 22 cycles remaining. Considering how rough our first attempts were, I honestly wasn't sure how this challenge was going to turn out, but we were able to do it. So can you 3-star Memory of Chaos 12 using only quantum characters? The answer is yes. If you enjoyed this challenge, consider subscribing to see some more from me and let me know which challenge I should try next. I hope all of you have a great day. Peace.